So I'm a senior project manager at my family's construction business. We do commercial drywall and painting. We've got about 30 employees, and last year we did about $13 million in revenue.
Way to go, man.
So we've been in business for about 28 years, and our reputation of, speed and quality and doing good for the general contractors has been what's got us contracts over the years. And so lately, our competition is spending money, taking the general contractors, on hunting trips, fishing trips, golf trips, and stuff like that. We have never had to do that. And so my question is, at what point does doing that become unethical? And if it's not unethical, how do you play that game?
Well, it's not unethical, and the way you play the game is you take them on hunting and fishing trips. But the purpose of the trip is not to bribe someone if it's done ethically. It's just to build relationships. And it's standard practice in the subcontract world with commercial contractors. And so, I built a building that I'm sitting in here. There's 3 buildings we built on this campus for a total of several $100 million with a commercial contractor. I am very sure that the commercial contractor went on trips with some of the subs. But I also saw the competitive bids with the other subs. And we talked through the reputation for delivering. So all the hunting trip did would be, if it's done ethically, meaning if it's not bribing someone to do something they shouldn't do, is to keep their name on the list. And then they've still got to win the bid with their production and with their pricing. And that's the ones I'm aware of that are done ethically. It's a relationship building thing for someone that's a good customer that's been with you for many, many years. So if a GC uses you guys and gives you guys, you did 13 million top line and you got one GC that you did $2 million with last year, if you took them on a trip, that's just a thank you. And you're not doing it with any expectation that they owe you the next job. You've still got to earn it with pricing and with service. That's ethical. But now, if someone's going on a trip and they get the job, even though they're overpriced and don't deliver quality, and the only reason they got the job was a hunting trip, then that's a bribe. Agreed?
Yes, sir. I guess that was my question, is kind of where was the line?
Yeah, the line is the intent and the result. Is the intent to, if you take them on the trip and then you expect them to give you the bid on the next job no matter what, even though you're 20% over the other people because of a hunting trip, well, that's unethical.
Yes.
But if your expectation is, these are good guys, I work with them all the time, they give me a lot of business, I want to say thank you. We've taken advertisers that have advertised and spent millions of dollars with us to a World Series game. We've done, as thank yous, we've taken people to baseball games or football games or whatever, stuff like that. But these are people that are big customers. But then when we get home, the advertising still has to work for them, and we still have to get paid for it. Nothing changed in the formula, but it's just it's a tip of the hat and a grin and say thank you. And again, there's nothing unethical about that at all. But if the only reason you got business was because of the trip, then that's just bribery, and that's where the ethics breaks down. So it does sound like you probably need to add that to a line item in your budget to take some of your biggest customers and do some nice things for them or with them, and maybe do something different than other people do. But, I've been on pheasant hunts in situations like that, and there wasn't anything torrid or bad going on as a result of it. And, and again, it has to do with the result and with the intent. Is the intent to create an entitled situation? Well, that's unethical. If the intent is just to say thank you for a quality relationship, that's ethical. If the result is you get a bid you shouldn't have gotten without the hunting trip, then that's bribery, and that's unethical. And in some contract situations, it could be illegal, technically then. So, and I'll go so far as to say this: purchasing agents that buy for companies like, say, Walmart and stuff like that, most of those people are, it's a corporate rule, they're unable to accept gifts. Just so there's never any hanky-panky going on because they're doing stuff at such scale that they can't monitor if something's turned unethical or not. If it can't be weird, right? And so, I mean, like I've sent somebody a pizza or something, and they send me an email and say, thank you, but I can't take the pizza. I had to throw it away. I mean, they're that careful. They're that weird about it in some cases. And again, I wasn't bribing them. I was just saying, thanks, thanks for the business and thanks for a $10 million order, for God's sakes, or whatever it is, And, but again, in your world, I'm familiar enough with it to go, it's pretty standard practice. And yes, sometimes it does probably go over the line. But you don't have to in order to use this as a relationship builder in this particular situation. Yeah, that's the plan. This is the EntreLeadership Podcast.